Afe yamu akwa ba biemu ade babega agenda so braso se yedi enkomo na yenkwa amaso na ye ne the vice president of Ghana Union of Traders Association eye dwadifo nka bomu ekuo no won mo penimpa be de akire ne ni nkomo na yenhu ade cropotin ya wo na anu ya no mode krata ba bonten kire se yenuanom Nigeria fo a won me dwadifo ukure mu no nioma omo ye a emfa mra kwan mu a anka ne ye toto omo so to mu penifo ye se omo nyantoboase na wo mu nhia ensi ho abrekutire omo nkofo mo krata ne wo madwadifo dodo ne adwuma omo ye no mra no ase omo de ne ochena nti epenifo nhwe na nimanimu ye omo santoto omo so to num Nigeria fo nsu se ase afi eni brebone eni akomabone eni adwenbone yabam Clement Watson ye vice president ya Watson me mo adwo anwumere mo akwa baba Adom TV so
oh menia mejo so na empom to say
Adom any experience nti me ho ye me gidi so ho ye
oh nyame amade achi ya ye besan akoda ide nse ye beda nyakopon se
yane Nigeria adwadifo wo manmu ensemi titi mo adwadifo mo ne wo mo adwadifo a mo ye bodwa asem na nkasa no sei na ekọ na ebetimi atwani
yo menia amse me da wase se wo mami sa akwanyan sane wa odi kan kai se asemi ebetimi atwani amse ni enti ye dia bedu be wi aye droi eye institutions a enye adwuma sane former president America Obama kai say we should make institutions work idea kan institutions eye adwuma wo Ghana ha nka ye mamedu be bia ye droi na emu ho no na GUTA ehun se no ya Kenya mpanyimfo ma wamfa emra na ebo kotobeton ho ban no wamfa anya adwuma ebedu mrebi no kromanfo no yebedane enkoa enu nti na ebre bia no behu na GUTA na ya sorry na ye bom mpanyimfo chi se onfa mra no enye den enye adwuma na numu ana ye mampanyi any trade minister efrey etrese no be bia ye du no pese ye find a lasting solution to this problem and you know Sadia obehwe bonse trade minister Nigeria no waba obehwe na foreign minister no waba obehwe na speaker of parliament no waba ni nyina e was asem koya ho enti no yenhwe na yenfa sa asemi yempeni sibre preko enti enum no na ai two countries no on interministerial committee dia on edin hihye ye den egu akwanmu na as part of hihye na on the gu akwanmu no roadmap I want the to ho no on wie no na on frɛ yen GUTA for any Nigerian for traders no na nyina ekokohie mu na won ye sɛ nhyehyɛ ya on the gu akwanmu a on be pɛ ye be fa so a ye de sa problem ye de ebeba awie na as part of nhyehyɛ no ye form joint committee no won nipa ba ko a oye councillor won high commission ono ye chairman na yenso Ghana side na so yenso Franka Jekum oye executive secretary Ghana International Trade Commission ono so na oye chairman inti no sankofo mini na ye co-chairman of the ina committee na ye tie no na ye GUTA for any Nigerian traders no so no ye ka ho as part of roadmap na on the ato ho na ye di be ye adwuma no necessary Nigerian for no provide data on provide the committee no data with all their traders Ghana ha na because untimi metra obi krom obeye adwuma unni menhyehyɛ so nti no on ye say on be granting concession bi e dia ma ECOWAS enye Nigeria for nkwan ECOWAS citizens because the main problem in tia tembia no na ye koni e ba na $1 million na on untimi provide other in cash of or equity and sana wetin aba be retail trade no and afei no so on ko register on adwuma so register general so one 0.05% of the stated capital as a tax AB and also its own chia. That name meaning any the major problem. And in 4 years okay. Yen set this name meaning aside na roadmap na on the atono. Yen fanye juma. As part of the roadmap no, as you say, on provide the data. And the data no na yehu Nigerian for traders work Ghana ha on register on juma. And you know ye to meet you share that for say you better share bio and did that for any share no you be on say data na ready once you year ready and some more another time you sign extend the date you know at the call another so 1 week you know you share you know and I want to know data no dey anya dey on betimi ayden on betimi provide sanity there then and she say area to on committee ayatia nyina dey be adwuma no on timi bio nti no on be pull out from the committee no and you say okay say your mama say concession we na still and so many na say most be pull out so there then any GUTA obesha dey release bi by and no say na so there any na already no government task force now what here nanka odi adwuma or embarking on closure of foreign shop no any ye call on the government to say on fa san hye nye den enye adwuma because minua they say ni hu any enye bio say ya mamosa concession na say still ano and so money na mo say multimedia just mun provide common data no multimedia any
okay
you say government en fa hye na wo no en fa nye adwuma
yaboatin fortunately me wo chief Chukwuemeka Naji our president Manuta ewa hamano so good evening chief and welcome to Adom TV.
Thank you very much and God bless you and thank you. Good evening to your listeners.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
Chief, you just cited a statement from your association calling on the president to intervene, especially with the threats coming from GUTA to close down your shops and other things. Why will you pull out of a committee that's trying to find solutions to the issues confronting you and later come back and call on the president to intervene? Because the committee have the representation of the president.
All right. Thank you very much. We have never pulled out in any committee, and we will never pull out in any committee. That is the issue why we also come up with our own press release, because we realize that GUTA have been peddling false allegations. What happened was when the joint task force was inaugurated, a document was presented called Terms of Reference. And that Terms of Reference is agreement between government of Nigeria and of Ghana. It mainly contains the input from Ghanaian government. There's nothing from Nigeria government. However, we do not have much problem until we realize that there's a clause that will not allow us to work. And that clause is the clause that says that if your rent have finished, you will not renew the rent, and you cannot rent another shop.
Chief, I want to be clear here. Are you telling me the joint communique that came out from the meeting between the government of Ghana and Nigerian government was just having proposals from the Ghana government, but none from the Nigerian government?
Yes. What happened was, I was there at the meeting at Kimpisi. And that day, it was Ghana Minister of Trade and Industry that was having the knife and the yam. So Nigeria Minister of Trade was presenting a request which he wishes his counterpart will grant to him. And the issue of $1 million was presented. And the issue of 5,000 stamp duty was also presented, which was granted. Now, we were looking at a way of opening the shop. Then
so in that case, if an issue of $1 million was presented and was agreed, it means your government made an input. An agreement means an input, right?
That is the understanding we have initially.
Okay.
Until the framework was presented again. That's the task force framework or duty to be performed, which have that thing as just a written word, but it was not at the place of implementation. Because instead of now the task force leadership, which is Mr. Frank Ajekum, who was the leadership of the delegation of government, to say, okay, this committee have been established to make sure that those of you who have not registered a business with the IBC will obtain the certificate without showing the presence of the 1 million and without paying the 5,000 of stamp duty which have been given to you, but you have to pay the processing fee. Nothing like that was said. The only thing they demanded is that we should bring a tenancy agreement, which they says that whenever anybody who have been in Ghana before the year 2020, 31st December, If your rent agreement finishes, you will not renew it, and you will not rent another shop. You have to go. So we realize that it's actually a systematic way of eradicating Nigeria traders from the Ghana, not even from the market, but from Ghana, a systematic way, without anybody noticing. I said, no, this is not our understanding. Then the co-chair, which is also headed by Frank Ajekun, said that we should go home and go back to our government to get clarification. So if our government, that is our own stand, if our government have agreed with the government of Ghana that we Nigerian traders that will not able to register with the IPC or provide the $1 million should come home, then they should prepare for arrival. It's not as if we will be dropped out of the country without anybody knowing and without you referring to anything.
Chief, I just wanted to find out, coming to Ghana as a trader, are your group members or members of the association well informed about the trade laws of Ghana?
Yes, we are well informed. We are told that Ghana is one of the West Africa community. And we know that in West Africa community citizenship, you have to go with the passport. And when you arrive in the country, you have to stay up to 90 days without visa. And if you also wanted to continue staying, you can go to immigration office. They will send it to you. But if you wish to stay in that country, that 15 country which Ghana is among, the immigration should give you a permit.
A stay permit, yeah.
So, and this is what is not happening. It's not only in Ghana. I think it's all in most of those places that you have to have a business before they give you permit. And now, instead of having a business to get a permit, Ghana said that we have to bring $1 million that we are foreigners, and that is where we are confused. But let me recall one thing, and let me make this statement.
I think you didn't come clear on the trade laws knowledge. You were talking about
what do you know? Do you know what is trade law knowledge? Trade law knowledge. First of all, before the trade law knowledge, you also have a law knowledge.
No. I understand. Listen. I asked you a specific question. I know about the stay permit and all that. I'm talking specifically about those who come here to trade.
My brother, I don't know what your problem is all about, but I want you to understand the fact that what somebody have to know is the law of the country, and it doesn't mean that you must know everything before you arrive.
You can come to Ghana as a member of the ECOWAS states. You can come to Ghana and stay here for 3 months, and afterwards, if you want to extend your stay, you go for your permit and all that. But if you want to trade too, you have some things that you have to meet before you can trade. That's what I'm asking.
The ECOWAS protocol says that you should also register your business. The local nationals register their businesses.
Yes.
And we have done that.
So why was it difficult for you to provide the data that they requested, the committee requested?
What data they requested?
Didn't they request any data from you?
Listen, my brother, I think you are having problem with issue here.
No, I'm not. I'm just going through your statement, and I just want to find answers to some questions. Were you able to provide the data that the committee requested?
Why should the committee request data before they also see to our concern that we have raised? This is a joint task force. This is a committee that has been established. It's not as if we're not member of it. But a committee was established, and for you to have a meeting, and they tell you that there's no input on the document they are already holding. Where did the document come from? We didn't know. They did not tell us where that document have no address. It did not come from office of the Minister of Trade, which we know, or office of the Joint Co. It was a plain document that was presented, and we wanted to reject part of the framework, and they said we should not do that. How can you continue with such thing? Where did the document come from?
All right, so
Chief, you don't work on the document that you don't know where it comes from.
Chief, I have a rep from GUTA on the line, so let me talk to him in a bit, and I'll come back to you. Ora Clement.
Yes, sir. I'm Papa J.
Sir, in Shemudia na moye na ye bisa nota for no wo data ne ho keka na ho bi.
May a member of the committee, but on that particular meeting, you know, na many hobby, but whatever transpired on any meeting bia on the Kobiano, on Baby before me. They are talking as if the framework that they are working with, you know, was only designed by the Ghanaian side. There were informal bilateral
that's what he's saying.
Committee. One Minister of Trade or hobby on the 31st of May 2021, and Yancy Minister of Trade every day this concessionary and the minister no yes okay they are going back to Nigeria to consult their government. It's here when him say kwa on kono enchebia on and so because Ghana so the request to him about prohibition list bia won so no on mafan ema Ghana enye den emfa nko Nigeria. Ye twenya after be 3 months or sahi and na won e back say okay on accept bibia and therefore framework na ye de aba no yemfanye adwuma eno ene form sa joint implementation committee here co-chaired by Nigerian side and then the Ghanaian side, you know. And what is he talking about? And yes, Ghana and impose a bilateral agreement between the two countries. One Minister of Trade and the Minister of Trade and the CIA and the draw this framework. If you didn't know, say I say no now sign call back I consult on government. Now first one I'm minister by now you didn't send the minister no one call back and call consultation and sign also send delegations up on our president day you implement a framework no and that's no no there and I call on government to continue with the tax force because one won't me dictate any day you come and I did juma and just your mom concession no that's a still no Montias, your mom person with the bay Jumadia, yet they need the eye by day, you become you, Nemono, you're paying for farm running a day, and yeah, Juma.
Chief, are you there? Hello, Chief.
I'm here, sir.
So finally, should the government of Ghana insist that deal with the committee, solve the issues, and continue your trade, what would be your say?
We have not pulled out of the committee. We are still among. It was the co-chair that suspended the meeting and said he will call us after they have gotten.
So you are expecting a call from the committee?
I have not received any call from the committee now.
But you are expecting a call?
Yes, of course we are expecting a call. Because let me tell you, what my brother is saying,
unfortunately, our time is up. So maybe we will continue some other time. Thank you very much. Chief Chukwe Meka Naji. Bidi nana say ampo for JFA Clement Watson so Yankopon Strao. Kwame Kule no produce so asumdwe enka ho. Ye besa to aso.